In Pakistan, hardline religious groups are on the march. This rally in the city of Rawalpindi at the weekend was hosted by some of the best-known faces from Pakistani militancy. None is more famous than Hafiz Saeed, the founder of Lashkar-e-Taiba, which India blames for the Mumbai attacks that killed more than 160 people in 2008. Mr. Saeed is subject to UN sanctions and his group is technically banned in Pakistan. But he's one of the leading lights in the Pakistan Defence Council, a new umbrella group for a host of Islamist political parties and jihadists.
इस वक्त हमारा एक ही मकसद है कि पाकिस्तान के दिफा के लिए एक अवामी कुव्वत खड़ी की जाए कि पाकिस्तान की फौज और अवाम एक कुव्वत बन जाएं। असल में पाकिस्तान के ऊपर मंडराने वाले खतरात बहुत शदीद हैं। एक तरफ से इंडिया है, दूसरी तरफ से अमेरिका और नेटो फोर्सेज हैं और दोनों का एजेंडा इस वक्त पाकिस्तान है। तो हम उनको ये पैगाम देना चाहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान के दिफा से हम गाफिल नहीं हैं और अवाम को और जमातों को हम इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं, सब कुव्वतों को। तो इसलिए अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आप देख रहे हैं कि लोग लाखों लोग इस वक्त इस एजेंडे पर इकट्ठे हो रहे हैं।
The movements emerged against the backdrop of tension between Pakistan's civilian leaders and the military in the run-up to elections due by early next year. Some observers believe that elements in the powerful security establishment may have nudged the coalition into life, at least in part to bolster support for the army by whipping up a jingoistic fervour against the US and India. Speakers condemn the Pakistan government's plans to grant greater market access to Indian goods, a move aimed at improving ties between the nuclear-armed neighbours.
हम इसको पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ बहुत बड़ी साजिश समझते हैं। पाकिस्तान की मईशत को तबाह करने के लिए ये सब कुछ हो रहा है। हम इंशाअल्लाह इसके बारे में वाज़ेह तौर पर एक लायामल दे रहे हैं कि पहले कश्मीर का मसला हल होगा और पाकिस्तान के दरियाओं पर डैम नहीं बनेंगे और पाकिस्तान के हुकूक मिलेंगे, फिर उसके बाद तिजारत खुलेगी। ये हमारा प्रोग्राम है और पैगाम है।
The links between Pakistan's militants and its security agencies run deep. At the rally, Mr. Saeed was seated alongside former generals, including Hamid Gul, who once headed Pakistan's spy agency, the ISI. Mr. Saeed founded Lashkar-e-Taiba with the ISI's support in the early 1990s to fight the Indian military in Kashmir. The group has a charitable wing known as Jamaat al-Dawa, which was banned in Pakistan after the Mumbai attacks, but which still operates relatively freely. Members say they're pious Muslims who want peace, and that their group is a victim of American propaganda. With Pakistan's politics in turmoil and relations with Washington under severe strain, the country's entering a new period of uncertainty. But what is clear is that the hardliners are determined to be heard.
We've been listening to speeches now for the past couple of hours by a whole constellation of figures from Pakistan's religious right and from jihadist circles. All of them have a consistent message. The government of President Ali Zardari sold Pakistan out to the Americans. They're certainly against any thawing ties with India. The big question, of course, is how much influence they'll have as Pakistan starts to head into election season. Polls could take place by the end of this year, and we're certainly likely to see more of these characters strutting the national stage before then. This is Matthew Green for the Financial Times in Rawalpindi, Pakistan.